So let's get started in seated. You can pop up onto a block. I personally prefer to kneel, but if you want to sit with your legs crossed, that's fine. And then close your eyes. Let the hands rest either on the thighs or beside your body, whatever works. And then right from the get-go, start to feel for connecting to the rhythm of your breath. So bring your awareness to your nostrils, feel the breath move in. And then see the breath move out the same way, back through the nostrils. Again, as you feel the breath move in through the rim of the nostrils, it feels cool. And notice how it feels warmer as you breathe out. You see, right from the get-go, you can focus your mind on just the area of your nostrils. So you're noticing the breath in and you're noticing the breath out. And then continuing on breathing in this way, feel for a little bit more length through the spine. So the sit bones plug down. The crown of the head reaches skyward. The shoulders relax just a little away from the ears. And our intent for today is to bring ease into the practice. So even though there'll be times when it feels really intense, or there's a particular pose that isn't your favorite, it's about cultivating the attitude of ease so we can relax as much as possible in the discomfort. And then that way, when we go and do life, we can do the same. Things become uncomfortable, we're able to respond with a little bit more ease. Alrighty, open your eyes, remove the block. Come to sit either with your legs crossed or you can stay up kneeling, but it's not the easiest. And inhale the left arm straight up. Take it over to the left. And then exhale the right arm over. So it's in a really simple side bend. That's it. So a couple of things to feel for here. First of all, you want to feel the sit bones plug down. And then notice this left elbow. So you feel that there's a little bit of a bend there. And then that way the left shoulder can ease away from your ear. And stay as you are. Take a deep feeling breath in. And then as you exhale, feel the right side of the neck relax. So it's a little bit like you're letting the left ear rest down towards the left shoulder. At the same time, feel the back teeth separate so the jaw is relaxed. And then close your eyes again. So you get that sense of feeling for like really connecting to the quality of your breath. So you notice the breath move in through the nostrils. And then out the same way. And then from there, use the right hand, take that out into a neck release. So it's about 12 inches off the floor. Palm is downward facing. That's it. And you just want to feel like when you breathe in, the right shoulder head moves back. It's like you're rolling your shoulder head away from the floor, and then you can let the right side of the neck go again. So these early pauses are all about taking like any compensation out of the neck, the jaw, the eyes. What I want you guys to feel for is just a little bit of movement through the head. So either bringing the chin in towards the chest or taking it back a little to find a spot that is particularly sticky for you. And then once you've got that area, just pause and hold and feel for washing your breath through the tension. Just let your breath like water. So this cleansing quality. And then using the right arm, keep your neck really, really relaxed. Use the arm to bring the body up, and then place the left hand at the side of the head and help the head up. Easy, easy. That's it. Like that. Awesome. So we just do that because then the neck muscles don't need to work after we've just released them. So it's a little bit of support for the head. And then change the cross of the legs. So same thing, inhale the right arm up. We take it out to the right. Little bend in the right elbow there, and exhale the left arm over. So we want to feel like absolutely that both sit bones are plugging down. And then there's this sense of, rather than just collapsing into the side, you want to inhale, lift the chest up so there's a bit more space. And then exhale, you can let the neck go then from there. And think about all the tiny little fibers that connect the head to the rest of the body. The amount of tension that runs through those fibers, and just giving it a moment to unwind. And then eyes closed, like bring your awareness inward. And start to track your breath again, like notice where your breath is moving. Notice also where it's not moving, where it doesn't seem to be able to reach just yet. And then use the left arm. So you go into neck release. You take the arm so that the palm is downward facing. You want to roll the left shoulder head back there and just keep letting the neck go. So another layer of unwind. And if you can, feel this time like the breath moves underneath the left collarbone. And get this sense of feeling like there's just a little bit more space there to breathe. Alrighty, so use the left arm, bring your body up, keep your head relaxed, and then place right hand, help the head up. Easy, easy. Sweet. And then change the cross of your legs again. So the left leg is in front of the right. We're just going to do a really simple spinal twist. So take the left hand behind like a little prop. So the fingers are like that. Inhale the right arm straight up. That's it. And then exhale, twist to your left. Okay, so you want to just feel for this. Again, we're not trying to make the spine go as deep as possible right away. It's a little bit of like an inhale to lift up through the spine. Feel like the mid and upper back lift, and then an exhale just to twist slightly. Then we release a little bit. Then we take another inhale to lengthen. And an exhale to twist again. Let's do a couple more like that. So you let go a little bit to draw for more length. And then you twist a little bit deeper from the navel, that sense of wringing out the spine. And then finally, you'll come to a place where you feel as though that's deep enough for you. I just want to pause and hold for a moment. So again, we're feeling for maximum length in the spine. Back of the neck is long. Crown of the head reaches up. And the shoulders soften down, so easing away from the ears. And then the next breath in, we come back through the midline. And change the cross of the legs on the breath out. And then the same thing, so inhale, left arm up, and then you exhale to twist. Right hand is behind. This time, start to spread the toes, so a little bit of activation through the feet. And then as you breathe in, you lift up, crown of the head skyward. And then as you breathe out, twist a little deeper. A couple of kind of movements like that. So the inhale, releasing a little bit, drawing for length. And then exhale to twist a little bit deeper. And eventually you'll reach a place where you feel like that's enough twist for you. In that place, then stay, keep the chin in line with the chest. That's it. Feel for length through the back of the neck. And the shoulders just gradually draw away from the ears. And the next breath in, move back through the midline. Bring the soles of the feet together, take the hands behind, spread the collarbones, lift the chest. And then come into a forward fold as you exhale. So you don't need to get your chest to your thighs, just enough to feel like the spine is lengthening. And then take an inhale and lift up halfway so you get a bit more space. And go forward with a really long spine as you exhale. So the minute you feel your upper back round, come back a little bit and keep feeling for more length through the spine rather than deep. A big feeling breath through the upper back and the mid back. Soften through the jaw as you breathe out. And then we ease on up on the breath in. Lay down for abs on the breath out and take your block with you. So come all the way down onto the back. So the options are, if you want a less intense version, keep your feet on the floor. The block's going to be in between the thighs, resting on a pubic bone. Obviously, if there's more strength there, you can take the knees up or you can take the legs straight up. So you decide what works. Fingers interlaced, hands at the base of the skull, point the elbows skyward. Okay, let's just take a breath in together to reset. Full feeling breath through the side ribs. Exhale out completely. Just remembering the intention of practice, right? So we want ease of attitude, even when things get a little bit spicy. So as you inhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Hold the breath and squeeze the props. You start to feel the inner legs turn on. As you exhale, send both your elbows to your left knee. Make sure the left shoulder's lifted and pull the belly in. Inhale back to the midline. Hold the breath, squeeze the prop. Exhale, elbows to the right knee. Keep the right shoulder lifted. Both armpits reach skyward and pull belly down. Inhale back to the midline. Hold the breath, squeeze the prop. Exhale, elbows to left knee. Left shoulder lifts. Jaw is relaxed and belly pulls in. Again, inhale back to the midline. Hold the breath, squeeze the prop. Exhale, elbows to right. Keep right shoulder lifted. This time spread through the toes and press the heels skyward. Pull lower belly in. Inhale back to the midline. Hold the breath, squeeze the prop. This time squeeze the sit bones. Exhale, elbows to the left knee. Keep again, both shoulders lifting up and keep pulling lower belly in. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath, squeeze the prop. So strong squeeze there, feel the inner leg lines turn on. And then exhale, elbows to right knee, and lower belly pulls down. Inhale back to the midline. Take yourself through 2 more of those. So 2 more on each side. And again, feeling for just that real ease of attitude. Keep lifting the air. And then exhale there. That's it. Try and send the elbows up. Like that's it. Inhale back. Do 1 more on each side. And then spread, like really spread your toes. Yes, that's it. Okay, so there's no rush to finish, but when you've done your 2 on each side, inhale the head down, exhale the feet down. So everything's on the floor. Just pop your block to the side there. Take a massive feeling breath into your belly. Just exhale everything out. And notice what's stirring there in your belly. So you feel that little sense of energy moving. And then we'll move into straddle or frog lifting through. So I'm just going to show you guys the options in case you've forgotten. So with straddle, you've got your legs wide like so. With frog, you've got your legs like so. So your ankles and knees are level. If this is really tweaky in your lower back, I suggest putting your feet on a wall, and then that way you can get the move of the pelvis, but you're not straining your back. All right. So legs up, straddle or frog. Fingers interlace at the back of the head, and just put your head down for a moment. So you want to feel like the feet are super active. And having your knees bent or legs straight is up to you. And then inhale, lift head and shoulders up. Exhale, curl your pubic bone up towards the navel. So it's a really slight tilt. And then send your legs out, like reach them out away from the hips as you pull the belly down. Okay. Relax the pelvis. Take a huge feeling breath. As you exhale, curl pubic bone up towards the navel, reach through the inner thighs, keep lifting the head and shoulders, then pull low belly down. Relax the pelvis. Take an inhale into your belly, feet active. Exhale, curl pubic bone up towards the navel, reach through inner thighs. Keep sending the elbows and armpits skyward and then pull low belly down. Relax the pelvis. So the whole of your lower back is on the floor. Take a massive breath in. As you exhale, curl pubic bone to navel, reach through inner thighs, send elbows skyward, pull low belly in. Stay in the pose, relax your pelvis completely, and do 2 more like that. Be very aware of your jaw, my friends. That's it. So you just keep sending. That's it. That's it, yes. And then, that's it, mate. Once you've done your 2, keep your legs the same. Inhale the head down. And then with your hands, help your legs together. Like you put your hands on the outer edges of your thighs and you just help your legs to the midline. Okay, big feeling breath into your belly. Exhale to empty. And then roll over onto one side, onto your hands and knees. We're set up for dolphin. So if you're a little less strong today, it's a good idea to work with the hands clasped. I'm going to do that version. If you're feeling like you can, arms parallel, but just make sure that the wrists and elbows are in a straight line there. All righty. Once you're setting your arms, let the back of the neck go. Take a deep feeling breath through the upper back. Tuck the toes and exhale, lift the knees. All righty. So we've got 5 good quality breaths here. I'm just going to give you guys a few little cues. So first of all, bring your hands like that there. That's it. Make sure that the elbows are just under the shoulders there, so they're not too wide. And then when you take your next breath in, push down through your forearms and use that push to lift your sit bones skyward. So knees bend a little bit. That's it, mate. Now send your butt up. That's it. Keep your knees bent. Send your butt up more. So feel like this is going that way. That's it. Okay. So knees bend, which allows the spine to lengthen. And we're always interested in that. We're not bothered about the legs. Take one more big breath through the side rib cage. Really stretch your breath thoroughly. Send your sit bones up, up, up. Feel for length. And then very, very slowly lower the knees down. That's it. I'm coming up for seated. All right, watch this. Jill, your favorite pose? So flash prep. Flash prep is about strengthening the upper body, which is often, it's like a weak link in yoga. So we come down onto the forearms, we measure the upper arm bones. Okay, and we just keep the right hand on the floor. The left hand is flat and underneath the left shoulder, right? Then from there, we'll let the back of the neck go. Now, for some of us, this is going to be plenty. And we're working on building integrity through the chest and the upper back. If you want to go deeper, you can take the knees up. And then the deeper version from that then is to take the right leg skyward, all right? So let's do that together. Come onto your elbows, measure your upper arms, right forearm on the floor, left hand back. Before we go any deeper, remember our intent. So we want cool attitude. Can get pretty spicy, this pose. And then a big breath through the upper back. Feel the chest, the armpits, the whole upper back expand. Squeeze your elbows into the midline, tuck the toes, and if you're going deeper, lift the knees. Remember, there's always the option to stay down on your knees if it's better for you to build the strength there. If you've got the knees lifted, feel the elbows squeeze into the midline so the chest and the upper back are really, really working. From there, if you do want to take it a little bit further, you inhale the right leg up. Use the right leg to lift your body up. We've got a couple more breaths here. So elbows squeeze into midline, back of the neck is relaxed. Full feeling breath. Stay there, Jess. Let this go here. That's it. And then bring this hand back there. That's it. Feel like this squeezes in there. That's it. Press your back into my hand. That's it. And then you're pressing down through here. Okay, good work. One more feeling breath. Wherever you are, feel the lower back lengthen and lift. And then lower the knees down if they're not already down. And change sides. Fun and games. Measure the upper arms. Left forearm on the floor, right hand comes back. Okay, just check that the right elbow is underneath over the right wrist. And that whole right arm feels steady. Back of the neck is relaxed. Big breath through the upper back, elbows into the midline. That's the option 1. Option 2 is knees lifted. Option 3, take the left leg up. the key to getting stronger in these poses is the quality of your breath. The first thing we forget to do when things get intense is breathe. The more we start to cultivate the awareness towards the quality of our breath and the depth, the easier it is to stay. So we've got 3 more breaths here. Feel for that. Feel for how much deeper you can stretch your breath in. And how much of your breath you can drain out. Again, one more thorough breath in. Really spread through the ribs. Let go through the neck and the jaw as you breathe out. And then release. Coming up to standing. Yeah. Did you just run away there, Jill? No, I saw you did it. All right. We'll go through a couple of suns, pretty slow. If you need to go a bit quicker, that's fine. So starting at the top of the mat, feet are a bit hip width apart. Just inhale the arms up, super slow. Feel for side ribs lengthening. And then fold forward as you exhale, at the back of the neck go. Step the left leg back, put the left knee down. And come on up as you inhale. Feel the side ribs lift, the fingers spread, shoulders relaxed. Take a breath in there. Press a little bit through the right heel just to lift up more. And then plant the palms. Step back to plank and hold plank for a breath. Feel the ankles squeeze together there. Pull the lower belly in. And as you inhale, move your weight forward, put the knees down. Keep the lower belly drawn in as you lower all the way on the exhale. Hands come forward a little, just come into a really gentle cobra. Chest lifts, upper back squeezes. And then lower the chest, press back. Down dog on an exhale. So maybe a little bit of movement through the heels there in down dog. Feeling the backs of the legs open. And then we step the left foot forward, the back knee goes down. We're back up in a lunge again on the inhale. So you want to feel for pressing through the left heel a little, lifting up through side ribs, and then let the shoulders relax. So feeling breath in there. And we plant the palms, we step forwards, and we fold fully on the exhales. You can have your knees bent if you need, no problem. Let the back of the neck go, feel for pressing through the big toe mound, the pinky toe, and the heel. And then we come all the way up as we press through the legs, that's an inhale. And hands rest easy at the heart on an exhale. We go again, inhale arms skyward, feel for length. Exhale to fold. This time we take the right leg back, the right knee goes down. We come on up into a lunge on an inhale. So I want you to feel like there's a block in between your thighs that you're squeezing together. So the back leg and the front leg are working. And you inhale to lift through the side ribs. And plant the palms. And we step back to plank on an exhale. We come forward on an inhale. Lower belly draws in. The knees go down. Lower super slow on an exhale. Hands come forward again for cobra. So the upper back is working. And then we lower and press to down dog on the breath out. So again, a little pedal out of the heels. Just feeling for any release of tension through the back legs there. And we step the right foot forward and the back knee goes down. We come all the way up on an inhale, the fingers spread wide. And keep the shoulders relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Breath steady. We inhale, lift through the side ribs, get a little bit longer. We plant the palms and step forward to fold fully on an exhale. So again, remember the knees can bend here, but you want to feel like the sit bones reach up and the back of the neck relaxes down. And then keeping the neck relaxed, we come all the way up on an inhale. The arms reach, the fingers spread. And hands to heart on an exhale. And we go again, one more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. We take the left leg back for lunge. That's an inhale. The shoulders soften on an exhale. And then plant the palms for plank. That's an inhale. Come forward, knees down. Lower on an exhale. Keep the elbows in nice and tight. Cobra, that's a breath in. Maybe a little bit higher now the spine is warm. And then down dog is your breath out. The left foot steps for lunge. Inhale. The arms sweep skyward. And as you plant the palms, exhale, step forward and fold. Back of the neck is relaxed. And press through the feet. We come all the way up on an inhale. Let the hands rest easy at the heart. Exhale. And last time, inhale to breathe deeply. Exhale to fold. The right leg goes back. That's a lunge as you breathe in. Let the shoulders relax as you breathe out. And then a feeling breath just to lift a little more. Plant the palms, step to plank. Knees down as you exhale. Hands forward, that's cobra on an inhale. The upper back squeezes and the chest opens. Downward facing dog as you exhale. And the right steps forward. The back knee goes down for lunge. Full feeling breath in. And as you plant the palms, step forwards, fold fully as you exhale. And this time stay down in the forward fold. So feet are about hip width apart. Knees can bend a little. Option to hold opposite elbows here. Just let your torso sway side to side. See if you can let another layer of tension go through the back of the neck. And pressing through the legs there, come all the way up on an inhale. And hands rest easy at the heart on an exhale. Okay. So have your blocks nearby. If you've got one or two, great. If you don't have a block, no problem. We'll come into a standing pose series. So we'll start with the left foot forward, the right foot back. So in like a warrior two position. Okay. And then from there, inhale the left arm straight up. We're coming into Archer Warrior, so the left elbow bends. You can either have your right hand on the left elbow or interlock your fingers. Okay, and staying as you are for a moment. That's it. Bring this foot forward a little bit more. That's it. Right. Alrighty, so stay in the pose. Take a breath into your left armpit. And as you breathe out, feel like your left arm bone moves skyward. So you're creating a little bit of space there through the left armpit. And then check your left knee. So there's a tendency for that left knee to roll in. I'm going to teach it to roll out, to use the glutes to stabilize the leg. And then gaze is straight forward, just somewhere on the horizon as you feel the length through the side rib cage. And then pressing a little more through the feet there. And now keeping the legs the same, just relax the arms. And then inhale both arms straight up. Hold the breath, go back only as far as your held breath will allow. And then place the right hand on the thigh, take the left arm over for reverse, that's it. So stay in the pose there. So deep feeling breath into the left hip. So you can send the left thigh forward there as you breathe out. So stay in the pose, stay there. This way, towards me, so keep that still, there. Now inhale there, lift up. Exhale, relax your neck. That's it. Okay. Feel for one more feeling breath here. Feel the left rib cage open. There's a heap of space there. Stay as you breathe out. And come up to extended warrior variation. So the left forearm is on the left thigh. Right hand is in a half bind, so you can take it behind, grab your leggings, or if you can, catch a hold of your left thigh. And then just check that your left butt cheek's not out there hitching a ride. So you want to inhale into your left hip and send it back. That's it. Great. Neck is relaxed. And bringing your awareness back to how are you breathing in this moment? Notice where the breath is. And get a little bit of a press down there through the left arm just to lift up. And then let the right side of the neck go again. A deep feeling breath, expanding through both sides. Stay for breath out. And then straighten the front leg. Reset your feet for pyramid. So feet are about hip width laterally. Back toes turn out slightly. You might want a block nearby. Hands are on the hips as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold over the front leg. Once you're there, take an inhale halfway, get a little bit more length. And then fold, fold, fold as you exhale. One hand on either side of there, that's it. Awesome. Let the back of the neck go. Feel the grounding through the back leg that anchors you in the moment. And it's a slight bend in the knees, like don't worry if the legs aren't totally straight, but feel for length in the spine. Okay, my friends, from there, stay down, take one block about a foot forward. Both your hands are on that block, and then inhale, lift the right leg for vertical splits. So it doesn't matter how high that right leg is lifted, but that it is active. And fully lengthening through the inner right thigh. The back of the neck is relaxed. Breath easy, steady, slow. And then from there, lower your right leg back down. Come on up to standing with your block. You've still got the left foot facing forward. You're going to take the block about a foot ahead with your left hand on the block. Right hand is on the right hip, and we start to lift the right leg up. From there, we're coming into half moon, and the right arm extends skyward. Okay. Turn your left toes forward a bit more, Jess. That's it. Good. Okay, so where you feel where the left hip is, take a breath in there and then lift all of your weight out of the left leg. Continuing to let go through the right side of the neck. That's it. Good job, guys. Take one more feeling breath in. And we're going to come out with so much control as you breathe out. You're going to take the right leg back towards the back of the mat. That's it. And from there, we come into twisted triangle. So you've reset your feet back in pyramid. The block is either inside or outside of the left foot. And then the right hand is on the block. Good job. Okay. So again, deep feeling breath, feel for the length through the spine. And then that's it. Easy there. Relax there a bit, mate. That's it. Just want to find that place where we feel challenged, but it's not so intense that we just want to bail. And we bring the breath in to keep the mind really anchored. Yeah, good. Take one more feeling breath there. Lengthen. See if you can twist from the navel a little bit more as you breathe out. And then release. Come into pigeon. Bend the left knee. Tuck the right toes under, reach the right leg back. You're up on your fingertips and you can actually stay there. Okay, if that's good for you, stay up on your fingertips. You can use blocks. Otherwise, start to lengthen yourself forward. So you can have a block under your forehead there. You can come all the way down. Just do what works. But feel for keeping a little bit of activation through the left foot. You, let's try this. Will you take this knee a little bit wider that way? That's it. And then come forward now. Don't worry where that goes. Just bring your arms forward. That's it. And then relax down. Okay, where do you feel that?
Right here.
Yeah, great. Perfect. Use this pause before we move to the other side, just to bring yourself back to the breath. Okay, so wherever the place in this pause that feels most intense for you, take your breath there and use it to thin out the tension. So each breath you take in just dilutes the intensity a tiny little bit more. And a final breath through the side ribs. Feel the ribs expand. And relax the jaw as you breathe out. And then release. Stand straight up. We don't have to do anything fancy. Step the front foot forward, which is your right. All right, dear. We're back in the warrior two position. All right, so we want to check that front heel intersects the back arch. And this time we're arch your warrior on the second side. So inhale the right arm up, bend the right elbow. Left hand can be on the elbow or fingers interlaced. Hey, my friend, move this foot about there. That's it. Track this forward, keep coming, yeah. Don't move that back foot in. That's it, there. Now, deep breath into the right armpit. As you do, send the right arm bone skyward, like you're creating space through the right arm. It's a little bit more room for the breath to reach. Okay. And just be aware of what's going on with the breath. So notice that steady breath in, that really easy breath out. That sense of feeling like you're lifting through the side ribs. Softening through the jaw. And then stay in the pose, but relax your arms. If you need to do a cheeky straightening of the front leg and then rebend it. And then inhale the arms up. Hold the breath, go back only as far as the held breath allows. And then take the left hand to the left thigh for reverse. So the right arm, right side ribs lengthens. You're deepening into the front thigh. Stay as you are there. See if you can sense like there's a wall at the back of your body. In the back of your head, your upper back and your butt are resting on that wall. That's it. It's just more of a side bend than it is a back bend. Take one more feeling breath into right hip. Soften your jaw as you breathe out. And come all the way up on the inhale for extended warrior variation. The right forearm on the right thigh, left arm is behind, it's half bind. You want to get really light through the bottom arm. So as you press down, you lift up and then let go through the neck. So feel this sense of the support through the lower body. You're pressing through the heels. And then we turn the chest skyward and let the neck go again. And from there we release, straighten the front leg, reset for pyramid. Right toes forward, left toes turn out, hands are on the hips. We inhale, lift up through the chest, and then hinge forward on an exhale. You can have hands on blocks here. So just help. If you've got tight hammies, this is definitely a better option. You can have a mini bend in the right knee there. Just inhale, take a halfway lift. Feel for length there through the spine. And then fold, fold, fold again on the breath out. Again, we want to feel anchored through both the back and the front leg. Relaxed and easy through the jaw. And then the next breath in, take your block, come all the way up. So block is in the right hand. We take the right hand forward about a foot, the left hand is on the left hip, half moon. So it doesn't matter how high that back leg lifts. Turn your toes forward there, mate. That's it. And then these ones as well. That's it. Awesome. So deep breath into right hip. Lift up out of the right hip. So your pelvis comes off the thigh. Jaw, neck relaxed. That's it. More deep feeling breath. Maybe rolling open a little more. That's it. And then slowly, very slowly lower that back leg down towards the back of the mat. So take your time to do that. Eventually, it will reach the floor. You take your block and we come into twisted triangle. The block can be inside or outside the right foot. Left hand is on the block and the right arm is straight up. Again, it's about the spine. So you want to inhale to lengthen forward. Good. And then exhale to twist. So I'm just going to bring you back a little bit there. So inhale, lengthen. And then twist from your navel. Yes. Let go here. That's it. Good job. Now, less effort through the arms, more awareness in the spine. It's like a little shish kebab that just keeps twisting and twisting and twisting. So one more feeling breath, easy, no strain. And then release as you breathe out and set up for pigeon. Second side. So right knee is bent. You can stay upright on your fingertips and start to walk the arms forward. If you want a little more, you can take your body over towards the right foot. You feel that gets into another area. And again, just that internal focus. Maybe the eyes are closed. And see if you can feel for where the tension's really loud for you, where it feels particularly intense. Move your awareness to that spot and stay with it until it changes. So you intentionally put in your breath there. Next breath in, come all the way up. Slow, slow. And from there, come down onto your back with your knees bent. Feet flat. Chin tucked. Neck long. Just noticing what's changed. And then from there, just shift your pelvis over to the right a couple of inches. Take the right leg over for twisted roots. So you're either taking the right leg over once, if you can do twice. And take both your knees to your left. That's it. The right arm might come out to shoulder height. Maybe you take the right arm up by your ear. And if you can, the gaze is in the opposite direction of the knees. Close your eyes, let your body just settle now. It's time at this point in the practice where we can just completely let go of the breath. And then from there, unravel the legs first. Take your top leg off. Bring your body back through center and just pause there with the knees bent and the feet flat. And then we'll shift to the other side. Take the pelvis over to the left 2 inches. The left leg is over once or twice. And then the knees this time go to the right. You can take the left arm out to shoulder height, maybe over the head. Again, just let the awareness move closer in now, like maybe the eyes close completely. Let the breath be really natural and easy. And then from there, bring everything back through the midline. Same thing, the top leg comes off first. And you can do a couple of different options here. You can either come into happy baby. The hands come inside, the feet are outside. Chin is tucked, or you take the legs straight up and just draw the legs in towards the chest. It's just something to release the lower back before we move to final rest. We're lengthening the tailbone down and the back of the neck is long. And just take one more breath there. And as you breathe out, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze there. And release into final rest. Shavasana. So you can take the legs out in front. You can take your legs up the wall. You can have a bolster for the back of the knees. Do you want that? Yeah, I know. Okay. Feels all right? Yeah. Yeah. Shoulders away from the ears. Chin tucked, neck long. It's the hardest pause of the practice where we absolutely, completely surrender. And then we let the body reset and integrate the change. Remember your breath. Start to breathe life back through the body, cells and the tissues, your blood. Just take a full body stretch if that's needed. You can extend your arms over the head and extend your legs. And just when it's time, transition to one side. And we'll meet eventually in seated, hands resting easy at your heart. And just bringing our awareness back to that calm sense of being, like that attitude that we've cultivated in the last hour. And the intent is to take that off our mat and into the rest of our day. So take a deep breath in together. And we exhale out together. And bear with say namaste. Gracias. I'll be with you in a sec, mate. I'm just going to pause this.